Right, here we go, mashed potato time. I'm not going to tell you how to make mashed potato. I mean, it's pretty simple enough. I'm just going to guide you through what I'm doing as it is. So the potatoes I actually used, it doesn't really matter. I mean, whatever you find easiest for mashing. I just bought some potatoes and they were ones that we had left over, so I thought I might as well use them. So first of all, I'm going to chuck it on to boil for a bit. Do it however long you usually do your boiled potatoes. I usually stick in there for about 10 minutes once boiling. Obviously, when you add the potatoes, it will cool the water down, so you'll need to wait until it brings back up to boil before leaving it for around 10 minutes. So after about 10 minutes, they should get nice and soft and allow you to poke your fork right through. This will mean that you are ready to go ahead and mash. So make sure you empty your water out and don't burn yourself. I nearly did it multiple times. So, you know mayonnaise, everyone knows mayonnaise. I mean, a lot of people use butter, milk, so with the ingredients, they're not set in stone, and the amount I use, so for example here, I've used 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. It's not really set in stone. This is more for you to see a potential different ingredients that can go into mashed potato, and one of those different ingredients actually is the first one which I'm showing, which is gochujang. Gochujang is actually a Korean like chili paste. It's used in a lot of Korean dishes. Fantastic stuff. But the one we're going to be using today is this one, which is chili bean sauce, which is tobanjang. It's a lot more readily accessible. You can usually get from places like Tesco's. I usually chuck a couple in there at first. Go ahead and use your weapon of mass destruction. So yeah, once you've mashed that up, you'll see it goes like starts going a nice colour. But as I said, a lot of the ingredients, when I add them, I'll gauge it. So I've just added a bit of milk. I didn't plan to, but I felt it was a bit lumpy. I could have probably added more mayonnaise, but I didn't really fancy it. So I added a bit of milk just to smooth it out a bit. And then after you've mashed it a bit more, what you're going to want to do is you're going to taste it. Now that's how I deal with a lot of my cooking, is I taste it as it goes along. So if it needs a bit more work, then I'll go ahead and give it a bit more work. And after tasting this one, I can tell you, I wanted it more spicy, so I added a bit more of that tobanjang inside of this. Then after you've added any more ingredients, make sure you carry on mashing it, get it nice and smooth, and make sure that it stirs around fully. Now, if you are a fan of this mashed potato, give it a try. I would personally advise that you actually roll these into little balls, coat them in a bit of breadcrumb and deep fry these to make some like Korokke. If you add a bit of mince inside as well, oh my god, it is fantastic. Okay, and I am one of those people who like to add pepper and salt mostly at the end of my dishes before giving them the final stir, and I feel like, yeah, this is just a nice finishing touch to it, and it really does make a difference. So let's add that in the bowl and look at that pile up deliciousness. And I can tell you here, my face says everything. I love this. We have this very frequently. Give it a try. It is definitely worth it. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I'll see you soon.